I usually play alone at a reserve table. Sometimes I'll play with other people. But there was this one guy. I'm sitting there with another guy. We're having a great time. We're doing all right. He knows how to play. I know how to play. We're just kind of, because I go into the what they call the high roller room. I like hang out with the riffraff. And then this guy comes down with his cowboy hat. I believe he was Middle Eastern. Sits down, and he's contemplating, with the dealer showing a picture card, he's contemplating not hitting a 13. So me and the other guy that had been sitting at the table for a while look at each other like, uh-oh. And it worked out that time, but every other bet now, I'm just betting the minimum. I'm like, I can't do anything because I'm afraid to make a big bet that this guy is going to screw me.
He should have or he shouldn't have made that.
I hate that philosophy.
No, don't hate it.
Wait,
no,
this
ain't even right.
What was he supposed to do?
Hit the goddamn thing.
No, see,
you hit a 13.
You hit a 13 if the dealer's showing a 10.
Why can't it work out in your favor if this guy's playing dumb?
It might, but you know something?
Why do all the gamblers are convinced if there's a guy at your table playing bad, that's going to affect you?
You're playing the odds. Then don't fuck.
And why?
Excuse me.
And why,
I'm cursing.
Why should I care?
Because this conversation comes up. Because if I got $6,000 up, and this idiot's got $100 up,
why should I care about your 6Gs? What if I go, I'm thinking only about my 13?
Good. You know something? You're right. You shouldn't. That's why I play at reserve tables.
Yeah, but then those
so I don't got to play with idiots like that.
But the game goes by way too fast when you're...
Oh, no.
You and a dealer.
Me? I'll sit there after dealing a couple of hands. If I take a couple of beatings, I'll sit back in my chair. I'll sip my drink. I'll talk to a couple of people. I'll talk to Keith. I'll talk to the dealer. I'll talk to the pit boss. Oh, wait. My pace.
How much money do you have to spend to get a table that no one else can play at?
Oh, they want you, making some big bets consistently.
Yeah.
A little more than that, Jim.
Really? And it's your table.
My
no
table.
one can sit there.
My table.
I don't understand that logic that, a bad player.
Dude, then you're a guy that, I'm talking, then you're a guy that if any blackjack player that plays consistently, they don't want you at at their table.
So say you have no choice, you got a bad player, he's hitting when he's not supposed to hit, but
leave the table.
Because he's hitting when he's not supposed to, you're winning like crazy, then what?
It could happen.
All right.
But you leave the table because the guy will screw you. He will screw you.
But he could also help you.
Most times he's going to screw you. You got to play the odds.
I just don't get it.
Well, you got to get it.
And I know
you would be yelled at and pummeled by some guys.
Trust me, I know this is, you guys all think the same. You get all pissed off when a guy's playing badly at blackjack table.
Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
So what's the idea of this guy?
The idea is the dealer is showing a 10.
Right.
And one card is buried. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
And you're showing a 13. You see both cards. You know you only have a 13. Okay. The dealer, the odds are that dealer has got better than you. So hit the goddamn thing. If he doesn't hit, let's say he doesn't hit, and then the dealer turns his card over, and he takes the next card that this other idiot should have taken, and he winds up pulling a 21 instead of busting. The table will kill that stupid idiot. But, like Opie said, sometimes it might work out.
His thought might be he's going to
bust.
He's going to get a 9.
Well, you know something? Take the goddamn card and take the chance. Because that's how it works.
But it's for your benefit.
Then get your own reserve table and play like an idiot.
Patrice, I've seen it. These guys will kill you, and I never understood that.
Get your own table, play like an idiot.
You want him to play. There's no team play.
There is kind of a team thing at a blackjack table. There is a team.
to get the dealer to bust.
It's right. Your job is to get the dealer to bust and let the table win. And if this jackass screws things up, you want to kill him. And this is what he was doing. Because the odds are he's going to screw up. And he was screwing up. So I got up and left the table. So I sit down at a brand new table. And I have to wait now for the reshuffle. I have to wait for a marker. Wait. All this time goes by that I'm waiting. And what does this guy do? He gets up. The second I'm ready to place my first bet, cowboy hat guy sits down right next to me. right next to me. So I look at the dealer, I grab all my chips, and I go, I can't sit here and play at this table. He goes, why? I go, I'd rather not say. And I looked at Cowboy Hat Guy, and the dealer knew exactly what I was talking about.
What's wrong with Cowboy Hat Guy?
He was the guy that was the idiot.
Yeah.
He followed me.
Oh, he followed you.
He followed me.
Because he's working for the
Maybe
casino.
you were the idiot.
No, he was the idiot.
He's working for the casino. They're trying to mess you up.
So
Take you off your
that's
game.
when I went, you know something? I'm going back to my reserve table. So I went back to the reserve table and proceeded to lose a lot of money. Just lost a lot of money.
And they have like a rope around it, like so people know they can't come
It's a little
down.
plaque that says reserved. And
Wait,
if anybody tries to sit there, they go, hey, reserved.
You lost a lot of money now. Are you dipping into your, regular money at this point?
Yeah. At some point, I had to dip.
All right.
I had to dip.
So the money you brought with you is gone. Now you're
Was
dipping.
gone, and I was dipping.
Okay.
So wait, the reason you want the other guy to play well, I get it now, is because he could bust the dealer. Like, everyone's trying to bust the dealer. So it's almost like if he busts the dealer, then you all win.
Yeah, if
Okay,
he
that
would
makes
have
sense.
done something with his 13 where he pulls this miraculous card and wins and everyone else loses because the dealer busted, screw him for winning. He screwed the table. We all would have won, but he, didn't play by the community
But why
rules.
don't you guys acknowledge when this guy is playing stupid and everybody wins on the
Someone does.
on the table? We acknowledge, okay, cool, this guy is a dope, but we all won because of it.
But you can't consistently bet. It screws up your rhythm. Like, I sit there thinking, I'm not going to bet $6,000 based on the fact that this jerk might do something stupid. I can't place my fate in my hand on whether this guy's going to be an idiot or
Was
not.
he betting big money too?
No!
What's the amount of the table?
It was, I think I was playing $100 minimum table and 6,000 max.
All right, man, calm down.
But no, because you got to understand, this guy. My mother said that. She goes, my mother was watching for a while. She goes, you turn into like a different person when you're doing that. She goes, I've never seen you like that. Because I'll be like, son of a, God damn it!
All right, calm down. So what happened?
And I punch Keith. Keith is sitting next to me, and I'll lean over and I'll punch him. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, Keith. And he goes, no, that's okay.
That's okay.
And then he goes, I have to leave my wife here. He goes, I don't want to come back and see her with a bloody nose and, split lip or anything.
Right.
So don't beat up my wife.
All right, so you dipped, and then what happened?
So I dipped. It was pretty bad.
A big dip?
Big dip. So I cashed in. I didn't cash in. I just left the tables Saturday night, and it was a horror. I just went back. I emptied maybe $100 out of my pocket. I was like, oh boy, this is a bad one. Bad. And then Sunday morning comes around, afternoon. I go to another table. It's looking grim again. And then it changed. Completely turned around. One dealer gets up. Within two shoes, I had 45 minutes left. 45 minutes before I had to get from the car to the plane. And rake to the guy. To the point where Keith is standing next to me. And he just looks, he goes, count that. He was rough. So I count it. He grabs the chips and goes, okay, here, play with this. Like daddy. And he just put them in his shirt and in his pockets and walked to the window. Cashed in, and I wound up pretty much a little less, but pretty much even for the whole trip. And with everything they gave us, all the perks that they gave us. They gave us like $5,000 of just go shop money. So the girls went to the spa, they bought dresses, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. Just for the hell of it.
Oh, man.
Beautiful rooms. It was great.
They see dollar signs in your eyes, man.
It was, I gotta say, and with the big finish, dragging in a boatload of cash like that at the end, it was one of those picture-perfect weekends. And then we got on the plane. It was a wonderful flight back. It took, from the time we left the casino to the time I was back playing Call of Duty 4 with Dan, it was about an hour. An hour. From casino to my house.
When they go through all that trouble and you still break even, they probably want to send John Denver to fly you home.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
That must be for the casino.
Very annoying.
Did you break even?
They gave me everything, too. They gave me the rooms, the dinners. We had dinners at great restaurants twice. It was all taken care of. We go down to this dress store, and Keith's wife and my girl, they're buying dresses and all kinds of stuff. It was amazing. It was a great weekend. I want to thank Mohegan.
And you broke even, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
When do they want you back? That's the problem.
Anytime, bro. I think we're all going back for the Bon Jovi concert.
And another thing, you saw, Ozzy was up there this weekend?
Yeah. Ozzy was playing Saturday night up there, so a lot of Ozzy fans, but kind of put a few things into perspective to see guys with Ozzy shirts and Ozzy jackets on, driving Little Rascal scooters around the casino. It was a little sad. Fans of, like, Ozzy. And they're there on those Little Rascal scooters. Whether
what a Rascal scooter?
Too fat or too like old or hip injuries and
an old
stuff.
Black Sabbath t-shirt.
Yeah, he's got the old Sabbath t-shirt and the mullet going and just driving around.
Ozzy should be on a Rascal.
Yeah, he should be.
Did you see him at all? Or
No. He played in the big room, obviously, and the big arena that we did when we went up there. And I didn't see him. Saw a lot of his fans, though. A couple of them fans of the show.
Very nice.
And then just had a really good time.
Very good.
I'll be back.
Martin from Jersey. Martin.
Oh, here he goes.
Hi, guys.
All right, Mr. Doesn't Know Blackjack. What's the problem?
Listen, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
The guy takes the bad player. He's in back of you, in front of you. It doesn't matter. He takes cards from the deck, so you get the next card. It doesn't affect you.
Dude, it does. Shut up. You're talking out your butt. You don't know what you're talking about. I hate people that say this. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not a blackjack player. You're not.
Okay.
You're one of these idiots that sit down and screw everybody at the table.
Can I ask you a question, Anthony?
Yes, Patrice. Shut up. Shut up, know nothing.
Wow.
Hey, let me ask you. Hey,
he's losing his mind.
Is there another level? Are you at the highest level blackjack player? Like, if there's like some level where it's the highest level players, could you comfortably sit down with those people and know what you're doing? Like, would you ever be the cowboy hat guy?
Never.
In any situation?
Never.
I will explain the next level. If Anthony and his fellow players that yell at the cowboy hat player are not card counters, then they are losers because the odds will crack them eventually.
Will crack who?
So we'll crack Anthony and his fellow players.
Oh, he said you're not a card counter. That's your problem.
Dude, the odds will crack me. As opposed to the odds cracking the entire table because idiot isn't hitting on a 13
I think
when the deal is showing a 10.
As opposed to the house, I think he means.
Of course. What do you think? The odds are in the player's favor? What am I, a retard? Of course the odds are in the house's favor. What am I, stupid?
Wait, what about... Well,
get Anthony a Valium somebody.
Every game in a casino is based on the fact that the odds are in the house's favor. If it was the other way around, casinos would be little tin shacks. They're beautiful places with stunning, gaudy crap hanging everywhere that people pay for. The trick is to try to get lucky and try to play the games where the odds are best in your favor, or to get the best odds you can.
There's no reason to yell at me because
I'm yelling at you because you're talking out the part of you that is supposed to expel waste.
I used to have a video game, a casino video game.
Yeah.
And it was, to me, it seemed like craps was the best way to win. And you can win.
They say blackjack has the best odds, right?
Blackjack has the best odds, but
yeah.
Like craps has so many different ways to win.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
What are you saying? No, it doesn't?
it doesn't.
What game has the best odds?
If you bet the line and take the odds on the crap table, and it's got like a 1.4% chop against you.
I've always heard blackjack has the best odds.
All right,
hold on. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about, though.
I have no idea about craps. I don't play craps.
What's the odds?
Just
of
like
blackjack?
this guy doesn't play blackjack correctly.
Depending,
He's an ass.
It's definitely over.
Cowboy-hatted idiot.
Why are you getting so mad at?
Oh, because he's one of those guys.
He's talking to this guy like he is the cowboy hat guy.
Yeah.
This is what he wants to say.
That's what I wanted to say to the cowboy hat guy.
Let it be known there are a lot of guys that agree with Anthony, but I don't think they're yelling and screaming, though.
For him, but I think he's a moron, too. That's not the point.
Right.
The point is it doesn't affect your play.
Yes, it does, jackass.
Okay.
It affects the entire table. First of all, you can't consistently bet. You can't play the way you want to play when an idiot is playing like a hotshot cowboy. You can't then, I don't want to put my friggin' $6,000 in this idiot's hands. Okay. I want to play against the dealer, not against the idiot next to me.
Let him go.
Jackass. Jerk off. Idiot.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. I was in a great mood.
Mr. Kumi, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir. Patrice.
So this guy, the cowboy hat guy, right? He goes, I'm not going to do this. Now, if he doesn't hit, now you have to adjust what you're going to do now with your hit. Let's say you had a...
No, I'll always just do what I'm going to do. All
right, he has his 13, and you say you have a 15.
Yep.
He doesn't bet. What do you do different now that he doesn't bet as opposed to if he did hit?
Nothing. I play the game. If the dealer's showing a picture card up top and I got a 15, I'm hitting the goddamn thing. I'm hitting it.
Instead of getting the first card, you're getting the second card.
And then everyone looks around the table and goes, what would the dealer have gotten if this moron would have hit? Oh, he'd have busted instead of gotten 21. So now he's F'd the entire table.
But you guys don't acknowledge when it works out in your favor. That's what I don't get. You sort of acknowledge it, but you're like...
No. You also don't understand what I was saying. I don't want to put my $6,000 in his hands.
He's saying this
I put it in the dealer's hands. I'm playing against the goddamn dealer. Not against an idiot that doesn't know how to play the effing game.
But isn't it all luck of the cards anyway, though?
Yes, but the percentages. You want to play the odds and the percentages. And it works out better if idiot hits.
Okay.
Well,
no,
for the table. Shut up, you fucking moron! You're an idiot! You're an idiot! Die!
All right, why are you cursing? Why are you
because I can't take this guy anymore.
Why are you losing your
I can't take him anymore.
Sir, I thought gambling was just fun, fun recreation.
It's fun until you get this idiot, because he's one of these idiots.
But is he?
Dude, how many times did guys want to punch you in casinos?
He's out.
Never. They never do. Bull. They want to beat you silly.
But is this guy talking like the cowboy hat? Like
yeah, they think they're right. They're not. He's not right. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
All right, you got to do just private games from now on.
That's what I do.
Because you can't.
Me and the dealer.
Yes, you can.
Or I go into the high roller game.
He doesn't gamble for fun like we do.
Or I go into the high stakes game.
Blood. He can't
and everyone knows how to play there. You're not going to, and this proves my point. If you go into the high stakes game where it's 500, 10,000, 500 minimum, 10,000 maximum, you won't find one son of a bitch sitting there doing what he said is fine to do. Not one. They throw your ass right out of there.
So you guys must be winning like crazy because you don't have these guys getting in your way.
No. You win or you lose based on how the game is played. Not like this. Guarantee this jerk, he never goes home a winner.
Who do
never.
You blame when the high stakes guys are losing?
The game. It's just the way it goes. I'm not saying it's a sure thing if idiot isn't sitting there. I'm not stupid. The odds are always in the house's favor. But the odds are even more in the house's favor when jerk is sitting next to you. Believe me. I've seen it too many times.
Right, hold on. We got to get to Lydia from Oceanside. She calls every once in a while. She's a psychologist. Lydia.
Hi, guys. I'm just a little worried about Anthony.
Everyone's worried about me. Please. Is it about the gambling or the fact that I'm a Nazi? What is it now?
I am a Jew, so the Nazi thing does worry me a little, but I thought maybe you could use a little deep breathing techniques and relax.
I know about deep breathing. Steve from Bayshore, Ant was sitting at the table screaming that his generals were betraying him. I'm not Hitler.
Why are you worried, Lydia?
Well, I play blackjack too, and I agree with Anthony. I've been to Mohegan Sun with the idiots, but I'm just worried that he's going to have a heart attack or stroke on the air, you know?
No, I get very worked up, that's all.
He loves his gambling.
I enjoy playing blackjack, played the right way. It's very exciting when you get a good hand that you can split, that you can double down, things like that. That's where the fun of the game comes in.
You could sleep better at night if you knew that you lost a lot of money, but everyone at the table was playing by the, quote, rules, the unspoken rules.
That's how it works.
I'm trying to understand this.
If idiot sits next to me...
Chops. Like so that you feel comfortable being this guy screaming at
experience, just playing. And I knew the rules going in.
But you was cowboy hat guy at one time?
I was never cowboy hat guy. I knew the basic rules to sticking and hitting. But that's part of the game. The other part is knowing when to split cards, knowing when to double down, even though not just on 11s. You know, you double down certain times. Also, when you have crappy cards, if the deal is showing crappy cards, you could do that too. Try to double your bet. But idiots like that guy that think it's fine to just sit there and stick on a 13 when the dealer is showing a face card is despicable. Despicable.
Everyone hates people like that.
And yes, the fact that everyone hates them and they screw up the game. And like I said, it might work out for the best. But the biggest thing is it screws up the bettors, the whole table's rhythm of betting. Because you get paranoid that this idiot is going to take your money away by screwing up the table
and you shouldn't
instead of just playing against the dealer.
I obviously how he screws the table up.
I know.
I know. I'm just not comprehending.
A lot of hardcore gamblers believe exactly like Anthony.
Is it superstition?
No.
You should.
It's math.
Then you shouldn't.
It's odds.
You shouldn't even take a chance playing at a public table. Then you should go private table all the time.
Sometimes I play at the lower stakes table if I just want to take a break. Drink a few beers, take a break without the constant adrenaline of huge bets, things like that. Yeah, but there's just always a jackass.
Then you get more cowboy hat guys. It's a
right, exactly.
All right, Lydia.
Bye, guys.
There she goes.
You get some little guy from Thailand smoking 80 cigarettes, hitting when he's not supposed to, sticking when he's not supposed to.
He's having fun.
I take that cigarette, spin it around, and stick it in his eye.
All right, wait a minute.
So there's many different levels of gambling. Like Jimmy, myself, Patrice, we've done the 3-card. You're just fooling around, having fun. Whatever. Play a little blackjack, fooling around, having fun.
It gets monotonous. I did the 3-card poker thing. It was fun. You talk mess to the dealer. You go aha when they lose.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you just feel creepy sitting there.
Then you leave. Then you want to move on to something else. But then there's gamblers like Anthony. They take it very seriously.
I enjoy playing blackjack.
One more time. 3 people at the table.
Okay.
Wait a minute here.
You're killing me.
Wait a minute. Just wait a second here.
Yeah.
It's your lack of knowledge on the game. It's just
because I don't want to be cowboy hat guy. 13, you, the other guy. The cowboy hat guy, you,
Right.
Okay. The 13 he should hit.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, what's going to happen? Now tell me the scenario in the cards of why you want him to hit.
It offsets every card by 1.
He should hit because there's a magic card under there.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just asking, man. That's what I'm saying. Because what happens?
A very high
give me the scenario from him not hitting to you losing.
I'll tell you. A high percentage of the time, that dealer, if he's showing a picture card, has something higher than a 13. It's, first of all, stupid for him not to hit. Because they usually got another picture card under there, a 20, or a 9, or an 8, or a 7. It's a card that's going to beat you.
Right.
Take the goddamn card. He doesn't hit. Now I got to hit. Now I'm getting his goddamn card. I don't want his card. I want my card. If I got a big bet, I don't want his card. I don't want him to determine if I win or lose.
Unless his card gives you a win.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like to know statistically, what are the odds of you getting a good card because he sucks or a bad card because he sucks are probably the same. Like, if you have a 10, you don't know if you're going to get a 7 or an ace after him. It's basically it's a psychological thing because mathematically, like, what are the odds that he's, like, the cards are random. Like, I know what you're saying, but I think it's more psychological. Like, you know this guy sucks So if you have a jack showing or whatever, and then you get a 2, you're like, I hope this guy dies in a bus wreck. But if he gives you 21, you're like, good, that just worked out for the better.
Sometimes it does.
And you still hate him.
Yeah. He's not playing the game right.
Honestly, we'll have to agree to disagree. It's just the way people like Anthony think.
That's what, and like I said, you go into the high roller room and
alone.
You play like that,
he's not alone
you'll get thrown out. They'll throw you out bodily if you play like that in the high roller room with other people at the table.
What if you're winning?
Doesn't matter. No one would do that. That's what I'm talking about.